Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is on Coffee and Brushes. I just want to be talking about creating the depth of transparent light. And in this painting, this is a test case for me, but what I've used is transparent paint for the first pass over foundation. So that's a quinacridone magenta. Now on the left of that, you see a purple colour, that's dioxidine purple. And this next one is alizarin crimson. And lovely colour, and of course you've got your ultramarine blue, and then this is a quinacridone garnet. This is quite a deep, it's got a beautiful mauve to it as well, so it's a great colour to use. And then we've got your transparent red oxide, which a lot of artists use for the first passover. With that, and then of course a little bit of Pythagorean, which is transparent. I have mixed this yellow. You can buy a transparent yellow, which I've just done, but in this painting I've mixed this cadmium-free yellow pale. I'll put that straight on too. It's transparent when you've got quite a bit of medium in it. So it's and then towards as I pass over the second layer, I use of course the white. And now I'm at the top layer. I'm using it. I've put the white with it, and I'm just trying to keep the underneath colours. If you look to the top of the left-hand side of this painting, by the way, this is Kahurangi National Park, you will see the underneath colour of the mauves that I've used. Now, in that would be the garnet and also the crimson, alizarin crimson. And a little bit of the transparent red oxide in the lighter bits. Now I've just left that there. I will come back and I will mix the top colours to that, which are rocks, and there's a little bit of bush and things. Now on the right hand side, and you'll also see the chalk that I've actually I've put there for my own to say, well, that hill's behind that, and so on and so on, and the distance values. So that's still got to be finished. All of the light really that's coming on the bush side of things, that's also needs its depth and to be finished. So I'll just leave you to watch as I'm just brushing on a little bit of ultramarine blue, I think I put in here, and of course your titanium white, and there is a little bit of red in it as well, which is your magenta. I think I've used in this one. So I just want to say, actually, while you're watching, all of us artists want to produce light, and I mean light. In a way, we have the colour wheel and the complementary colours bounce off one to make that stand out to another. But I just want to talk about, really, even though I've used transparent colours as a base here in the first passover, as I said, every one of those paints are made from a substance taken from out of the earth. All the earth itself, if we're looking at light and we're looking at the spectrum of light, that is totally transparent. And no, it doesn't matter who you are, you will not be able to produce that light. There were many years ago that I was called to do some very big biblical scenes. You will see them on my website. And I found it very frustrating that I couldn't produce the light that I was reading about in these particular scriptural paintings, which are in the book of Revelation. And we see the colours of jasper, we see the colours of carnelian, we saw the colours of emerald green around the throne. So, but all of that will be an amazing light. I mean, heaven is light, and it's a different light because God is light, to what we have produced here from the sun. So there's another whole lesson on light within the spiritual light of heaven, to what we are living in here, which is a shadow of that, and we have the sun penetrating and giving us the transparent spectrum of light. So whatever paints any artist buy, they are totally from the earth, as I was saying. It's a substance. And any substance, you cannot produce rays like the sun or anything like that. So there's, even though they say they're transparent, I mean, you look at the all of your siennas, oxide, transparent oxide red, all of that, raw sienna, burnt sienna, umbers, anything. That's all out of the clays of the ground, and so you've got a substance there. You've got your blues, which are taken out of the mines and some out of the earth. So you're never going to produce what the sun produces. So in this painting, I've really thought, now what can I do? So I actually decided to just put all the transparent colours underneath, and then I work on top. So the next little photograph here, which is a still shot, which we're coming into now, is really the foundation of the transparent colours that I started with. So that's just a little insight as it progresses into, towards the finish. Well, in this little video clip that I'm doing now, I'm using a transparent, it's a Gamblin transparent black, and I'm painting just some of the shadows over the, really just glazing, really, it's a glazing, the shadows over the more of a sort of like a greenish colour underneath, and it's just creating that depth, if you like. Now, so this transparent black is really quite a mauve or a blue shade, isn't it? I mean, black is really in the under the blue shades. So it's really sort of just helping me to bring in the depth of underneath these trees. I mean, I could go on and on and on in this painting, but this is just an experiment. For me, it's an experiment of creating a light, and I've prepared many other boards so I can actually create even, just have a go at different methods and things like that. I've been so used to painting in the past with just watercolours, not as a wash watercolour, but more of a dry brush technique, and so yes, I'm really sort of looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Well, I'm going to leave it at that, guys, and I hope you've learnt a little bit about light today, and the reason why us artists really can't create the transparent light as it is from the sun. So happy painting, enjoy your coffee, and we'll see you next time.